welcome back to Soul Standing. My name is Beth, and today I am here to do a very quick little review of this book, Live Lagom, Legume, something like that. This is by Anna Brones, and it is Balanced Living the Swedish Way. So basically, the idea of this book is that you are going to kind of take your cue from Swedish civilization and learn to live as calm and cool and collected, very simple, um, non chaotic things like that. Balanced, I think, is the best way to put it. Um, and it has some really interesting ideas and some really beautiful images. It talks about living a simple, balanced life, uh, getting things organized, and being less stressed at work. It talks about how to organize your home and decorate your home in a Lagom kind of way. The different elements that you use or that they use to kind of create this very simple, beautiful way of life. Everywhere from the way the house is built and the way you decorate it to the way you act, the foods you eat, the way everything is organized. And there are some really fabulous ideas in here. The thing is that I am not Swedish, and that, well, quality over quantity um, is something that we all think about, and hopefully we all think about. And most people will say, oh, well, I only keep certain books, I only keep movies I love, or only purchase books and movies I love. And, most of us don't really keep clothes we hate, etc. There are other things um, that kind of factor in. And so, at least where I live, quality over quantity is kind of the only thing I'm taking out of this book that I can really use on a daily basis because I already knew that and I already needed to think about that. The rest of the qualities from this book, while I was interested in them while I was reading it, I've already kind of forgotten them. So I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. But one of the things I was really excited about and that I am going to be trying uh, is the recipes. They have recipes in here, uh, making Swedish food at home. So there are a couple of recipes that just really look delightful. Rye bread is my favorite thing, and so here is a slightly different recipe from the German rye bread that my mom makes me. She makes me dark sweet rye, and this is just slightly different, um, spiced with caraway and anise as opposed to what she normally makes for me. So that's really good. And then there are some open faced sandwiches that look pretty delightful. Crisp bread, which I've never had, but I've heard is really good and is great for like breakfast if you put eggs on it, things of that nature. Dill marinated cucumbers, so they're not pickles, but they're kind of pickles. That looks really good. There are just a lot. The beetroot and feta salad is not happening though. I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm not doing it. But there are some potato things, things of that nature that sound pretty amazing. And then there is also this part in the back that talks about Lagom and nature, which I found absolutely delightful. It talks about how nature is in our life forever, and the Swedish environment is very extreme, either sparse, dark, and cold, or flourishing and full of light, depending on what season you're in. And you have to adapt to the world around them, and nature dictated the behavior more than humans dictating the behavior. And it really goes into detail about how you have to kind of have nature in your life. And again, it has this gorgeous picture here. Have nature in your life and it's healthier for you to be out in nature, things of that nature. And so I thought that maybe I could take that section of the book and use it to help motivate me as my motivation has kind of died down in the new year. Um, Try to get out in nature more when it's warm enough for me to do so, do my walks out there, just really try to at least live Lagom by going out into the nature and appreciating that which is around me. And like I said, trying some of those recipes. Um, I think I'm just the kind of person that I need to have a little bit of the chaos in my life. I hate to say it, but I thrive on having things around me, on having a lot to do, on pushing through all this stuff. And if everything is organized and, not necessarily, I don't love being stressed, but I do love having things to do. So I like to be stress free. And if it's organized and stress free, but there's a lot for me to do, I can handle it. Otherwise, um, give me the stress. I I can't just have everything organized and sweet and nothing to do because I have it all done and just very minute day by day scheduling and blah blah blah. I can't handle that. It gets boring very quickly, and then I start having anxiety because I feel like I've missed something. However, if that is not you, I would suggest you pick this up. For me, I don't know if I'm scared of changing things or what, but it's just it's just not something I'm going to try to implement into my life. Uh, However, to each his own. I know a lot of people would enjoy this, so definitely check it out if you're looking for a different way to do things. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Bye.